Welcome to Parenting segment. Today, I'll only share some case studies. You can reflect on it yourselves. A couple complained that their daughter married a divorced man with no education and no good looks. This made them very uneasy. I want to tell you, your child chose to marry, not you. She chose someone who loves her, and that's more important than anything else. The greatest tragedy in life is marrying someone you have no feelings for and doing something you have no feelings for. The highest state of being is finding someone you love, being in a place of love, and doing what you love. If she doesn't find someone she loves, no matter how rich he is, she won't be happy. If she finds someone she loves, even without money, if they work together, they will definitely become wealthy in the future. Furthermore, this is your daughter's lesson. She chose it herself. He may seem worthless to you, but your daughter likes him. So why not let go and let your child choose her own life? She has the right to choose her soulmate. She has the right to choose someone she loves. And also, all children's problems are ultimately the parents' problems. Parents are the original, children are merely copies. Many parents desire an obedient child. Often, however, obedient children are the ones you've crippled. Did you know there was a person who struggled to earn money? During counseling and case therapy sessions, it was discovered that when he was 4 or 5 years old, he overheard his father telling his mother, "Our son is so stupid. He'll never earn big money, he'll be a failure." That one sentence was planted in the child's subconscious, subtly influencing him. Therefore, this child's financial energy was disrupted. There was another child who sang beautifully. Once, while singing, her mother, who was in a bad mood, yelled, "Stop singing. You sing terribly. I don't want to hear you sing again." This girl never sang again. When we did quantum hypnosis on her, we discovered her lifelong dream, her lifelong mission is to be a musician. All because of one sentence her mother uttered, this girl's life was ruined. Remember, don't let other people's words become your curse. Parents especially need to remember not to let their words become a curse for their children. You might say something unintentionally, but for children, it's unconscious. It's 100% ingrained in their subconscious. That's why so many children grow up unable to do anything right. It's all a problem with their parents' upbringing. For example, a child accidentally breaks a dish while washing dishes. The parents beat the child severely. Do you know that this child will be terrified every time he washed dishes afterward? He'll never learn to wash dishes again. He's afraid to even wash them. How can he learn? Do you know that if the child didn't break the dish intentionally, he might break 7 bowls? That's the cost of learning to wash dishes. And which child learns to walk without falling? Would you tell your child, "Sigh, you'll never walk again. You'll be in a wheelchair for the rest of your life," after they've fallen 7 times? Would you say that? It's because you didn't give up on your child, allowing them to fall step by step, that they learn to walk. Why are you so forgiving when your child is learning to talk and walk, but not when they do other things? Why is that? There's another girl who suffered even more. She was beaten even for getting 99 points on a test. Why not 100? She was beaten by her parents from a young age, and once they even pushed her into a pool and she almost drowned. Do you know? Her hatred for her parents was a deep, visceral hatred. Because of this hatred, She achieved nothing in her life and lived in misery. She lost faith in marriage. Because of the rift in her relationship with her parents, she feared their image. So far, she hasn't found a boyfriend. She's almost 40 this year and has never been married. Honestly, it's all the parents' fault that they ruined her life. Do you know that from the moment the sperm and egg unite, the child is conscious? He or she is alive. He or she can hear every word you say. Therefore, parents must begin prenatal education from that moment. Every word spoken must be extremely careful, because you never know which word might have a negative impact on the child. Let me give you a more extreme example. There was a boy who was extremely timid and lacked confidence. He was afraid to do anything. When he was 3 years old, he upset his mother. She kicked him out of the house, locked the door, and said she didn't want him anymore. He cried outside. According to his recollection, he cried for over half an hour. Then his mother opened the door and let him in. Do you know what a 3-year-old child was thinking during those half hours? He was terrified. He felt abandoned. That fear has persisted to this day. He is now 35 years old and doesn't even have a girlfriend. He may have forgotten the incident, but the subconscious remains. What I want to tell you is that as parents, a single word from us can affect our child's entire life. I'm sorry, I misspoke. It's not just for one lifetime, it will affect him for many lifetimes. Because if you influence him for one lifetime, it could potentially influence your grandchildren and great-grandchildren. I'm not joking. Family education is that important. So how should we educate our children? Always give them positive encouragement and praise. Reason with them, not by hitting, scolding, or scaring them. Treat them like friends and have heart-to-heart talks. Always give them positive reinforcement. Imagine 2 lions, one wild and one domesticated. Which one will be stronger when they grow up? The wild one, of course. As long as your child doesn't break the law or violate ethics, they can make other mistakes. Remember, a prodigal son's return is priceless. When your child has made all the mistakes he should have made as a child, he won't make those mistakes when he grows up. If you prevent him from making mistakes today, it's like telling him he's going to fall into a pit, and you stop him. He'll suffer greatly when he grows up. Therefore, we must love our children unconditionally, and we must not use love to control them. The love I'm referring to here isn't simply being kind to them, it's respecting every choice they make. Family education is incredibly important. We need a driver's license to drive, but do you have a license to be a parent? I hope all parents who hear today's sharing will reflect on this. If you are about to become a parent, you should reflect even more.